Hi, my name is Chris Ryan. Thank you for joining me here at the Forest of Arden. Today, I have got a fantastic on-course practice drill that you can do to help you lower your scores. So thank you for joining me here at the Forest of Arden, and this little exercise is just one of my favourite things to do on the golf course with a golfer who's looking to improve their scoring. So not necessarily swing-based, technique-based, ball flight-based, but just looking to be able to get the most out of your round of golf. You know, to shoot that maybe 85 when it could have been a 90, or that score in the 70s when it could have been in the 80s, just trying to get the most out of your round. And it's called worst ball. Rules are really simple, but it's so frustrating, it's so difficult. All you're going to do is every single situation you're going to hit 2 shots. So I'm on the 16th hole here, par 4, dog leg left to right. I'm going to hit 2 tee shots. I have to go down there, I have to select the worst of those tee shots, and then from that point I have to hit 2 approaches into the green. Again, I have to pick the worst and go from there. So you're always picking your worst shot and trying to hit from there. So if I rip this one straight down the middle of the fairway, it's no good if I miss the fairway left with my next one, because I've then got to play from there. So let's go ahead and play this hole out. I'm going to hit 4 iron off here, because 4 iron should take me to the corner. Anything more than 4 iron potentially could cause me to run out of room. So I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can hit this one down the middle. And that's definitely a little bit right of where I wanted, but it might be long enough. Okay, so I'm going to hit another one now. So that's not in perfect position. Let's see if I can hit another one. And that's much better, but useless, because I might have to take the first one. So let's get down there, let's see where those golf balls are, let's pick the worst one and play from there. Now this is actually the second shot I hit, which was the better tee shot. The worst tee shot, I don't know if you can see the ball just up there, is actually in a much better position. Because it's such a severe dogleg around to the right, I pushed it certainly right of where I was aiming, but it's kicked past this tree that I was worried about. It's actually made it just into the semi-rough. So I'm actually going to pick this one as my worst ball, just because it's probably a good 30 yards further back from the green. So I'm going to get that first ball, bring it back to here, and I'm going to play 2 from here. So I've got 151 yards to the front of the green, and then the flag is probably on another 15, so about 165, which is a pretty comfortable A time for me. I've got to take a little bit off it. And the ball's a little bit below my feet, so my feet are, you know, certainly feel a little bit unstable. So this is not going to be easy. So let's go ahead and hit the first one. Now, I'm actually going to go middle of the green, which is pretty much where the flag is, which is quite lucky, because over water off a bit of a downslope, I'm not really going to get tempted if that flag was tucked either side of the green. So pretty solid 8 iron into the middle of the green would be ideal. And that's absolutely perfect. Right on it. If it carries. Okay, and that's why this game is so frustrating, because that was about as good a shot as I could hit, and it's absolutely useless because it's really going to be a case of where my worst shot goes. So I need that same swing again if I can do it. But I've got the confidence that it's the right club now. I just need to try and hit the same shot. And you know what, that might be even better. It's just drifting a bit right. Okay, now I'm not sure if the camera picked that up. I hit that a little bit, it's landed on the back of the green and shot right over the green. So that was probably only about 10 feet right of the flag. It looked great in the air, but it's gone right over the back of the green. So I've hit 2 pretty good shots, but I've got to take my worst ball, which is right over the back, and I've got to try and get up and down from there. So the reason this game is so good is because you always feel like you're trying to grind really hard to save your par, which I certainly feel now. I've got a really tough up and down. I've got lob wedge, green runs away from me, I need to land it just on with the right flight. And that's pretty good, but absolutely useless if I can't do it again with this one. So again, I've got to take my worst shot from here, so I need to try and hit just as good a shot now. and that's not. So I landed that a lot shorter of where I wanted, got a little bit more grass between the club and the ball, and obviously that first shot now becomes pretty pointless because I've got to hit 2 putts from there. So for me to now make par, I've got to hold both of these, what are they, 15 feet? So holding one of these would be tricky, but holding 2, really tough. It's a little bit downhill and quite a bit from the left, I think. Okay, so slightly underread it. I'm going to hit this one again, but should learn a little bit from that one. But even holding this one now isn't going to be enough for me to make my par. Okay, so learned off the first one, but that ball is obviously pointless because I've got to hit 2 putts from here. Shouldn't be an issue. And that was a 5. So worst ball, it's such a good game to really get you scoring better, because you often feel like I did there, you have to grind out that par. I didn't hit too many bad shots in that hole, but you know, because I had to take my worst ball, it really gives you some really tough situations. It's great to do that for maybe 6 holes, 9 holes. I wouldn't do it for 18 because it's really going to weigh you down. It's tough. Don't worry too much about your score. It's more a case of it's trying to get you into that mindset of really trying to grind those pars out. So when you're not playing too well, you can still keep that score going. So if you get a chance to, on the course, do some practice, I would advise it, because many of the golfers I see, their time on the course is just under competitive situations. Try and get some time on the course where you're free to maybe play on your own, play with your mates, do some things like this, which can really help you with your scoring, and it's going to help you when you've got that card in your pocket. So hopefully that video is helpful. So it's like a different video, something that I think, well, I like to try and do on the course with the clients that I coach when I get them on the course. Certainly think it can help you with your scoring. Love to hear all your comments below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Would like to see more on-course kind of situations, on-course games, things that are going to help you, really drop that score without maybe working technically on your golf swing. Also over here, my logo, click that. It'll allow you to be a free subscriber of the channel. Would love to have you along for the ride. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.